Lewis Hamilton has struggled to match teammate George Russell this season. Lewis Hamilton is getting beaten by George Russell solely because he is developing the car and Damon Hill thinks the seven-time champion will be back to his best in a competitive car. The 1996 world champion claimed Hamilton's new setups on the Mercedes have interrupted the flow, but predicts he is still as fit as ever. Russell has beaten Hamilton at every race bar two this season, those exemptions being the opening round in Bahrain and last time out in Canada. Russell has also finished in the top 5 at every race this season to leave him around 60 points behind Max Verstappen in the title fight. Meanwhile, Hamilton is 98 points behind after a poor start to the season. But Hill insists the difference between the drivers is not as big as it appears on track. He explained, "Russell's been incredible. He's been so dependable and consistent. That's a really good sign. Obviously his qualifying performances have put Lewis a little in the shade, but I think you can put some of that down to Lewis attempting to do things that have interrupted the flow a little bit on the development of the car." Lewis has said something to the effect of, "Maybe we will get George to do all the experimental work in the latter half of the season, so that's to his credit, he is working on that." Some have questioned Hamilton's motivation for continuing in F1 after his poor start to the campaign, with Mercedes seemingly a long way off challenging the frontrunners. Hill admitted Hamilton can seem dejected, but believes he is still capable of putting in performances. When asked if Hamilton had been affected by losing the title in controversial fashion last season, the former Williams driver declared that it was difficult to tell. He added, "In Spain, after a few laps of having a miserable time, he wanted to park the car. The team encouraged him to carry on and he went on to become one of the fastest drivers on the track and caught up with George. He's an interesting personality." Lewis, in his mindset as a racing driver, he can sometimes seem very dejected and then he puts in an absolutely amazing performance. "I think he's been very stoic about this year. It'd just be very hard to swallow what happened last year, but he's come back and he's got on with his job and he's helping the team. He's still as fit and potent as he has ever been and he's done it with a smile on his face. Give him a whiff of a competitive car, he will be right up the front again."
I